Let's get it cracking. Yeah, man, finna react to this video, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. Don't forget to hit that hype button on this live video. I appreciate all y'all coming through, showing support and love. Yes, sir. Yes, stuff done got way out of hand if you ask me. But, you know, it's just how things go. Sometimes I just feel like, you know, kids should stay in, a child should stay in the children's place, in the child's place. But you know, that's how I go though. Finish this out real quick and shit. We finna pop it. Pop it like never before. Pop it, pop it, pop it. Yo, what's up, Coop? Nah, they still ain't it. Yeah, nowhere near close. It said, yeah. Alright, man, y'all ready to get into it? Is y'all ready to get into it, man? Let's do it. The situation with their family and the Harris family and 50 Cent got way out of hand, but let's get to it.
I want to say something about my mama. Your mama dead as... Your mama dead as... Go dig her up. Go dig her up. Say something about my mama. Your mama dead as... Your mama dead as... Go dig her up. Go dig her up.
50 Cent just sparked something wild in King Harris that got the whole internet losing its mind. Lil Bro jumped on live and went completely off. No filter, no chill, just pure chaos. Then, out of nowhere, Boosie pulled up ready for smoke too. But man, King and T, I had no clue what Boosie was about to drop. And trust me, it wasn't pretty.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. So I know y'all done seen all the, you know, the T.I. diss and, you know, the King diss and the diss from The Money or whatever, you know, called Miss Jackson or whatever. He remixed it off, he remixed the song Showcast, whatever, I think that's how you call it. I think that's what their name of that group was. I know y'all done seen that, man. It just done got way out of hand, man. Y'all just seen what Lil King said, you know. It tripped me out, though. Like, I feel like 2000 Babies, they can really take it on the next level.
Congrats.
Oh, you left that quick, came right back. Appreciate you. Let's get into it, man.
Things went from petty to personal real fast. Now here's where it all flips. 50 Cent crossed the serious line, and King Harris straight up lost it. See, in hip-hop, there's a code. An unspoken rule that even the wildest rappers respect.
But man, when you start talking about people's deceased parent, you crossing a line that's hard to come back from.
Real talk, like, I used to listen to Chicago rappers coming up, you know, when I was a shorty with them. And that's all they did with this. It did people dead relatives in their music or whatever. I was like, man, I can't be doing nothing like that. But I can get disrespectful, but I wouldn't go that far as in this is somebody dead, and I wouldn't want to say I wouldn't do it because I know I wouldn't do it, but like it's kind of like fair game. Somebody speak on your dead relatives, you know what I'm saying, kind of, but it still don't make it right. So, man, let's just get into it.
You can clown a man's music, his drip, his hairline, his number. That's fair game. That's rap culture.
Somebody speak on your dead relatives, you know what I'm saying?
Drag somebody's family into it. Right. That's a no-go, period. You don't diss a man's wife. You don't talk about his mama. You keep the smoke between the two people beefing, not the one standing beside them. But on February 22nd, 2026, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson threw that rule right out the window.
Tell your mom that she dead. Pay respect. Stop playing with my mama. Playing like that.
If you need full dentures, you can't deal with the endless.
That shit getting real, y'all. What y'all think about that, man? Y'all think it's getting too real?
I'd avoid.
It's getting crazy.
He bulldozed it in front of millions. What came next was one of the wildest, most personal, and most uncomfortable moments hip-hop has seen in forever. So here's the deal. 50 and T. I had already been going at it for weeks over Razoo's battles and those messy snitching rumors floating around online. The tension was heavy, but still regular rap beat stuff. Just two grown men talking slick on the gram, throwing subs like everyone else does. But then 50 took things up a level no one expected. He hopped on Instagram and posted a shady, unflattering photo of T.I.'s wife, Tamika Tiny Harris, and the caption, straight disrespect. He basically told her to stay out of grown folks' business, but the tone was all wrong.
I'm not raised like that. I don't go. I'm not going back my mom. I'm not going.
It was clearly meant to embarrass her in front of millions.
He said it was clearly meant for him to go up there and embarrass her in front of millions. Nah, he funny as hell for saying that, but I can say, man, yeah, man, a lot of folks don't play about their mama, A lot of folks don't play about their mama. But I just feel like, King was out of line when he went to the extreme. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to defend your mama in the type of way you need to defend her, but in a way of disrespecting somebody else's deceased mother for retaliation, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? That's not right. But, who am I to judge? But I just see, these 2000 babies, when they feel like they disrespected, man, it ain't no limit to as far as they would go to disrespect you. That's for real, though.
There was no hidden meaning, no sneaky jab. This was a straight-up public hit aimed at a woman who had nothing to do with her.
Not right, Coop.
That's when everything flipped upside down.
I have a stomach bug. Dang, bro. Hope you get
21-year-old
better, my boy.
son, King Harris, saw that post. He went off. He didn't wait for his dad to handle it. Didn't hold a family talk. Didn't plot a calm response. Nah. King went straight to Instagram Live and unloaded on 50 like never before. The second he started talking, the whole internet froze. Everyone stopped scrolling just to see what he was gonna say next.
So tell your dad, mama, dig her up and post a picture that look better than mama.
Oh, Lord. No, he did not. Oh, my goodness. See, man, people don't know. Like, I'm going to say again, 2,000 babies, they don't know, man. Like, people, like, you got to understand, he lost his mama way before your age even. You know what I'm saying? You got older to drop your nuts. He lost his mama at a young age, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I respect T.I. because they say he said he approved of them from dissing 50 for their mama, taking up for their mama, but he didn't agree with, what King did. Obviously, talk bad, like, on his deceased mother. Like, it's another thing to mention her, but to say, go dig her up and go do these things, I feel like that's kind of pushing it. They're like, you saying things you can't never take back, Yes, 50 putting jokes out there and doing that, which is disrespectful too, don't get me wrong. But he's not talking about, some so disrespectful he can't come back from, It's something he all can apologize about. But you can too, King. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know if your apology gonna get accepted because you know, that's just something you ain't supposed to be doing for real. Like, you gotta, man, you gotta be humble in this world, man. Think before you speak. You know what I'm saying? You got to think before you speak. But let's get back into it.
Like that, King Harris dragged this beef into dangerous territory nobody saw coming. He went straight for 50 Cent's deepest wound, talking about his late mother, Sabrina Jackson, who tragically passed away in a house fire when 50 was just 8 years old. That's not just a sensitive topic for 50. That's his heart, his whole origin story, his pain. And King touching that nerve, that took the situation from music drama to real life. That moment right there, that's the deepest pain in 50's entire life.
Real talk. I'm not gonna lie. When I seen the movie with 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying, it made me realize, like, man, your mother is everything, bro. Like, I done seen so many kids in the hood that don't have their mother, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. But, like, not having your dad is bad, too, you know what I'm saying? But not having your mother, like, it can show you, like, on the side, like, you don't really think love exists. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of, you know, because when your mother hug you, tell you she love you, she always be, you know, in your corner, have your back. If no other female in the world has your back, she will always have your back, you know. And I seen that, and it's just like, and I seen the movie. I ain't saying the movie detail for detail, like, correct, but, you know, his mama was a hustler. You know what I'm saying? His mother had a good heart. You know what I'm saying? His mother was taking care of him the best way she could take care of him, you know. And it wasn't the best way, but she took care of business and she made sure he was taken care of, you know. And from, you know, feeling like your mama being portrayed of somebody she was supposed to be organized with, of being as a team, yeah, that right there is like, it's heartbreaking, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like, dang, ain't no way y'all portray my mama like that, you know what I'm saying? And she was getting money, you know what I'm saying? Especially like when you in a place like where it's mainly males do it the best and stuff like that. You a woman who doing it, you outshining the man. It's gonna be a select for people that real deal hate on you, and they gonna show you how much they envy you. But let's get back into it.
First off, you gotta understand where King coming from. That's his
Right.
mama.
And King Harris
That's
went
his
straight
mama.
for it
That
without
is his
even
mama.
moving. He didn't hesitate, didn't pull back. He aimed right at the core of 50's trauma, like he was on a mission. But the young dude from Atlanta wasn't done yet, not even close. He kept that same wild energy going, full throttle, with zero chill in sight.
Straight like that. Your son don't love you. You don't got no family.
There was no filter on King at all. This was pure, uncut rage pouring straight out of him on live, while thousands watched it unfold in real time.
Yeah, I mean, I think I feel kind of crazy though. Like, I kind of seen that was coming, that he spoke on his son. You know what I'm saying? I kind of seen that coming, but I understand 50's situation when he was saying about his son and his mother. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, my parents, when I growed up, this all they did. When they come to talking about each other, they just bashing each other inside the child ear. Like, I'm the microphone, this daddy, this mama, and they constantly just talking about each other and this feeding in the child minds. Like, dang, like, who do I go to? I mainly stay with my mama. I know I love my mama. She my background, but it's like, I don't know my dad like that. Do I want to get to know my dad? You know what I'm saying? So it'd be crazy because, you know, they'll bash each other, and you won't know the other person if you don't allow yourself to get to know the other person. So I obviously know, you know, 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying, son, seeing how busy his father be and stuff like that, but still probably took it, upon himself to be like, man, it just ain't no way you out there touring, getting millions, and you only paying what they say. I think he said he paid like $6,000 in child support or whatever, and I guess he had back town child support or something like that, and he was still paying child support when his son was at the age of 25, and his son was upset because he was like, he split the money with his mother, so he just felt like that 2,500 or 3,000, whatever he had, wasn't enough for him to jumpstart his career where he wanted it. Now, I'm not saying it's not enough, and I'm not saying it ain't enough, but like if it was me getting the 2,500 or 3,000 every month, I would make it stretch. I would have definitely put back. But you know, when rent on the line, like, and you probably ain't got no job right then, like, you gotta use that money, you know. Then you gotta eat, you know. But I feel like if you can have a way to save it, you know what I'm saying, you could have started your own business with that. It might have took 5 years, might have took 6 or 7. But you would have started your own business soon. But I just feel like maybe if you would have went over there and tried to understand his pops, you know, get to know him, you know, he'll be in a better financial place. But at the same time, man, you know, sometimes you feel like it ain't enough. Like, I feel like people in my corner, the ones that got money, and they just ain't doing what they could do, you know. But I ain't tripping. I'm gonna make it happen however I gotta make it happen. I know, you know, folks think I want a handout and shit like that, but it's not even a handout. It's just about being real and, you know, knowing who the people in your corner. And obviously, I ain't got too many people in my corner, you know, and it ain't got to do nothing with the money, you know what I'm saying? But they'll put it to a purpose like it's money always involved, but it ain't always that. But let's get back to it.
He looked dead at the camera and told 50, if you want to post people's mamas, then post your own. Then he hit him with the gut punch. Oh, wait, you can't, because she's not here anymore. That line made the internet go silent. You can feel the tension through the screen.
She ain't here no more.
That's the kind of moment that changes a beef forever. King kept hammering his point like he had something to prove. He said his upbringing wouldn't ever let him sit back while someone disrespected the woman who brought him into this world. He made it clear he was raised by TIP, and he was raised different.
Be out here playing with a man mama and think it's just gonna be rappers rap.
That wasn't just talk. That was
real.
pride. That was bloodline. Then came the shot that shook everybody. Tell your daddy, a warning loud and clear. King was sending a message to 50 and anyone riding with him that they messed up bad by bringing that kind of heat to the Harris doorstep. But King didn't hit the brakes. He pushed even harder. Next, he went after the one wound everyone in hip-hop knows cuts
Not
through the
love.
deep. His
You
strained
rich, but you
relationship
not
with his
love.
son, Marquise
Money
Jackson.
means nothing
That
without
hit
no
50
one to spend
right
it
where it
with.
hurts. Everyone knows how messy that
Your
fall
son
is.
don't love you.
Years of drama, interviews, and posts showing the pain on both sides. And King knew exactly what he was doing when he brought that up. He basically told the whole internet that all 50's millions, all his hit shows, his power moves, and fame don't mean a thing if you're coming home to an empty crib with no family to share it with. That's a heavy truth.
Yeah.
And King threw it like a dagger. That right there, that's not rap beef anymore. That's full-blown personal warfare.
King of YN. He got that fire in him. And he let it be known he ain't going for none of that.
King Harris took it way past lyrics and clout chasing. He made it personal. He showed everyone exactly who he is, where he came from, and why he stands on what he stands for. This wasn't some reckless talk on live. He was really about that action. On February 24, 2026, King took it straight to the booth. He hit the studio and dropped a diss track called Man.
I don't play by my mama. At the end of the, I don't play by my mama. I'm just how I'm raised, nigga. I wasn't raised by y'all father. My dad is TIP, Tip. That's how I'm raised. I don't play like this.
No warning, no teaser. Just dropped it everywhere.
Oh, shit. That was, I don't play like this. But I understand you're not playing about your mama, but, you know, just be real. You know what I'm saying? We know the King was raised in the suburbs. He was not in the hood, but I did say he was going. I think I was watching the show one time. I was watching the show. Let's get that understood. Because everybody was looking at a dynamic family they wish they had. Let's be real. And it was an episode when he was telling, like, he was getting older. And T.I. just asked him, like, man, why you keep going to the hood? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you go over there to see your grandma, but I know you doing extra activity when you go on over there. Extra activity you ain't got no business doing. And then I just love it over there, you know what I'm saying? My granny take care of me, you know what I'm saying? So I love going to the hood, you know what I'm saying? But he was going to the hood, but he was mainly raised in the suburbs. But, you know, I don't know, man. Some just be telling me, man, all these 2000 babies, man, they want to be street so bad, and like they want to beef with somebody, and they, you know what I'm saying, and they group and shit like that, and they also want to show OG like you might be a OG, but there ain't nothing to play with. You hear me?
Like a bomb. The video, crazy. Shot in a dim parking garage, surrounded by foreign. King rocking a red
still wrong.
Spitting bars that had the
Still
internet
wrong.
dancing. He rapped, speaking on my mama, I tell Chaz, ring the alarm. Probably cross his legs and fold his arms. Every line hit with raw.
Dead. Over there, everybody when it gets 50.
He was rapping from the heart.
You got 50 Cent posting pictures of Tiny on his Instagram, trolling her.
And just when people thought he was done, King took it further. He dug up an old NSFW photo of 50 Cent holding what looked like an adult toy, threw it on his story, and hashtag no AI, just to make sure people knew it was real, not edited.
You crossing a line that's hard to come back from. He telling 50 to put the music up and stop playing.
That was King saying, I'm not scared, I'm matching energy. At that point, he went scorched earth. No chill, no retreat, no surrender. And the internet, man, the internet couldn't get enough. Every blog, every page, every comment section was on fire. Then came Boosie Badazz, and when Boosie speaks, the culture listens. In a world
For real. And I thought, before this even happened, I thought T.I. and 50 Cent was cool, though, because I seen a couple of videos, them, sitting beside each other, they talking, chopping it up and shit like that. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
World full of people chasing clout for clicks, Boosie's voice still hits different. This ain't some random dude talking online. This is a man who's seen it all.
Telling people to keep his name out their mouth. 50 been a menace on the internet since the internet started.
Done time.
For real.
Lived by the street code his whole life. So when he sat down to talk about the King Harris and 50 Cent situation, everyone tuned in.
See, I feel like
What he did was real.
I feel like 50 Cent I feel like 50 Cent when he got shot, I feel like he understand he can hurt people more by trolling, I don't know, man. It's just something about that trolling, man, some folks can take it, but some folks can't, But let's get back to it.
He understood where that fire came from. Boosie said straight up that King's reaction came from love.
If you ask me, it's a myth. You got the South Prince, in a way, T.I.'s son, going at a billionaire mogul.
The kind of love that runs deep in every real family. Because no matter where you from, the hood, the burbs, or anywhere in between,
right,
your mama is sacred. That's not a debate. That's not for discussion.
Yeah.
You never play about someone's mother, period.
Yep.
And that's what Boosie was highlighting. This whole mess started because someone violated that sacred ground. He said the realest thing anyone could say about the whole beef. The second you cross the family line, it stops being entertainment.
Right.
It turns personal. Once you go after blood, the rules
Right.
of rap beef don't apply anymore because blood moves different than business. Boosie showed respect to King for standing tall. He said he admired the backbone before.
We know how he do. But King took it to a whole different level of disrespect.
The loyalty, the way
Hey.
King stood up for his people. But then,
I ain't gonna lie, that was facts. That's the same thing I said. Like, we already know growing up, you know what I'm saying? Or not just growing up, but we already know from watching the T.I. show, we already know, like, when King got a little older, he was definitely gonna be a hothead. He definitely was gonna be a hothead. Like, kids can't wait till they get to that point. Like, this even me, everybody else too. Like, they can't wait till they get to that part where they can just say what they want to, and they know they gonna bag everything up that they said, because as a child, you can't bag up what you just talking about for real. You just be like, I can see it, but I can't really bag it up. Somebody come over here slap my head, and he's 75 years older than me. It ain't much I'm gonna be able to do. But if I'm sitting here 20, 21, 22, 23, I can stand on business. You know what I'm saying? I know how to hold a firearm. I know how to talk that talk. I know how to walk that walk. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back into it.
Boosie switched the tone. While he understood why King did it, he couldn't fully back how he did it. Boosie kept it 100. He said the blame starts with 50 because 50 Cent was the one who brought Tiny into the mess in the first place, and she had nothing to do with the beef. Boosie said it plain. 50 lit the match, and that's facts. He's been doing this for over 2 decades, running the internet like the biggest bully in the game.
Honestly, what his wife got to do with anything? The family thing. It's just weird. Them two brothers got problems. Keep going at each other if that's what y'all want.
We've seen him do it before. Ja Rule, Rick Ross,
right.
The Game, Fat Joe, and now T.I. and his family.
That's crazy.
50's whole strategy. Poke until you get a reaction, then flip that reaction into more attention.
Right.
But this time, he poked the wrong one. Because King Harris came back with a kind of heat that nobody online was ready for. Right. It wasn't jokes, it wasn't trolling, it was real. Boosie said it himself. A whole different level. And coming from a man known for saying some of the wildest stuff in hip-hop, this speaks volumes about just how far King Harris went.
Yeah, it'd be crazy because, that's a whole different level, and I feel like everybody else, they take what 50 Cent doing and they knowing it's a troll thing, so they'll troll back with him, find something else to troll him about, But at the same time, like, actually going at that and knowing he got hella kids, Tiny got hella kids, it's just like, man, they still young. They gonna respond. We know Lil King was gonna respond with a high-head message.
Because he felt like 50 was trying to play his mama like she wasn't a legend.
King wasn't just ranting, he was standing up for his mama's name. He wanted everyone to know that Tiny Harris is off limits, not someone you clown for clicks. But while defending her, King stepped into territory that even Boosie, a man who's seen it all, said was too much. Boosie repeated King's words, and you could feel the weight in the air, heavy.
But the moment you bring somebody's family into it, it gets crazy. So I totally understand why King went off. You know what I mean? That's his mother.
Dark, uncomfortable. Then he dropped the line that summed it all up. Once you bring somebody's dead mama into a rap beef, there's no handshake that fixes that. That truth hit hard, because once that line gets crossed, the damage doesn't fade.
Right.
It sticks forever. Boosie also kept it real about the mismatch here. King was swinging at a man who's been destroying people online for decades. 50 doesn't even need to win. He just needs a meme, and it's over. He's been doing this since before King was even holding a phone.
For real.
Talking about, your mama dead as go dig that up.
But Boosie wasn't just talking about social media. He warned King about real-life consequences. He said straight up, if King keeps moving reckless, prison time is waiting. And that wasn't for clout. That was a real warning from someone who's live. Boosie.
Yeah, he been told him that. I ain't gonna lie, he been told him that. That's crazy work though, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, when T.I. had that conversation with King that time and he told him, you gonna have to chill out here because, finding in school, arguing with other house workers. I don't know if y'all remember that. But when King got to arguing, with the Waffle House or Hutter House, he was one of them, arguing with them over getting his food and stuff like that. And T.I. just basically set him down and said, hey, man, if you don't get your act together, man, it's gonna be 2 things for you, man. I don't want that. So listen while you can. And I feel like after then, he was chilling. We ain't hearing nothing from him in a little minute.
He even compared it to his own son, Tootie Raw, saying he already told his boy and family that this kind of behavior always ends behind bars.
Make sure y'all hit that like button for your boy One Voice.
Posting threats aimed at King and telling him to stay in his lane. Of course, King fired right back, calling Boosie out and questioning who gave him the right to check anybody.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I got 50. I got 54 on you right now. It's not a good look for you, brother.
Just like that, the beef split into new lanes. Boosie's camp now tangled in the drama too. And here's the twist. Boosie
And King didn't like how Boosie spoke on things, but at the same time, ain't you and Tootie cool? And ain't, you know what I'm saying, Boosie, you know what I'm saying, and T.I. cool, they done had their little differences, but they, you know what I'm saying, they got back cool, I feel like, because y'all cool, you know what I'm saying, the two kids are cool. And I just feel like, you know, everybody entitled to their own opinion, you know what I'm saying, King need to know that. At the same time, you just got to know, man, once you speak on things, you need to speak on it being thorough. Don't be biased because you mess with that clique and that clique is all right and shit like that. But if you mess with that clique more, don't be on no fake business like that. If you're gonna be righteous, be righteous. If he wrong and you mess with him tough, you know you can say he wrong. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. That's how the conversation I had with dudes I used to work with. You know what I'm saying? Both parties can be in the wrong, but don't act like one party innocent just because the tables turn. So don't be hypocritical about the situation because both parties can be wrong. That's just how it is. And when they wrong, speak up and be like, yeah, they was wrong on their end too, but they both didn't have to do what they did. You know what I'm saying? That's all I be saying.
Ain't even fully on T.I.'s side. He's called him out before, saying he had paperwork suggesting T.I. cooperated with law enforcement. So Boosie isn't neutral. He's got his own history in this. But even with all that, he still said 50 went way too far by dragging family into the mess.
Right.
It's wild to think all this chaos started from a simple Versus debate and ended with dead mama jokes, threats, and diss tracks filmed in parking garages. You're not the only one wondering how a simple, let's do 20 songs versus 20 songs, turned into this complete chaos.
Right, that's crazy. From a versus.
Full-blown family warfare has been one of the craziest twists hip-hop's seen in years, and it all started way back. Ty had been trying to lock in a Versus with 50 Cent since the pandemic days of 2020. This wasn't casual talk. Tip was campaigning. He wanted the G-Unit boss, the man behind Get Rich or Die Trying, to face him hit for hit. He believed his catalog, with joints like What You Know, Live Your Life, Swagger Like Us, Rubber Band Man, and Big Things Poppin', could wash anything 50 brought.
I don't know, though. I don't know, man. I mean, T.I. is talented. Don't get me wrong. He's very talented. And we know 50 is very talented. He's so talented. He done made so much money out the music. He not rapping no more. He said, forget it. I'm making TV shows. And I don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays, these rappers are not making money like how they say they making money. I feel like, T.I. had took a break from music, and that's when he started the family, the family rotation going on, but he still kept it going. He kept rapping because he knew it was going to be in his C's genes or whatever, his kids' genes. So they eventually going to start doing their own thing. Like you see this picture here, you see King rapping on stage and T.I. looking at him with a smile like, damn, I'm proud of this young nigga. He the really YN of me for real, if you want to be for real. You know what I'm saying? Real talented, but he's the YN of me. You just got to calm down a little bit.
Heavy, dark shit to be saying. Telling them to go put flowers on the grave.
T.I. even challenged him publicly on 50's birthday that year, posting a whole IG video clowning 50's 2007 sales loss to Kanye, calling him scared of real competition. But 50 wasn't having it.
That's crazy, though. We're going to stop it right there, guys. Who y'all got in this battle right now? 50 Cent or the Harris family, T.I. now? I can't say which one I really got, but I can honestly say if we talking about the verses on that end, on that tip, I can honestly say I think I'll ride with 50 because I ain't going to lie. You can turn on some 50 right now and it sound like it been made still in this time. You know what I'm saying? Without the YN's music, you know what I'm saying? Like real deal music. People know what real deal music is. Something that you can vibe, something you can just, you know what I'm saying, move a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Find a female, be like, what up? You know what I'm saying? That's real music to me. Like, I don't feel like all the other music is really music. I feel like everything else, all the other music self-snitching. Might not agree, But that's what I think it is, man. Cause if you got music and you talking about, you see a chick at the party, let's party, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's good music. And you got music for the ladies, I feel like that's good music. But I feel like if you on that switch, blick, blick, hit them in the head, spit on that block, brr, brr, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, that ain't it, man. But it's still, you can create good music in there, but most of us ain't good music doing that. It's only a select few. But anyway, it's your boy One Voice, man. Y'all let me know, man. Who do y'all got in this situation? Is it the Harris family, T.I. and them, or is it 50 Cent, man? I appreciate all y'all coming through, showing support and love. Don't forget to like this live video. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And also, make sure you hype this live. I appreciate all y'all, man. Tune in to my new videos, man. I appreciate y'all showing support and love for your boy One Voice, man, because it's much needed and it don't go unnoticed. I appreciate all y'all. It's your boy One Voice. Till next time. Peace. Gotta go get this money, chat. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I'm kind of in the rush. Gotta go get